So in a video that we're supposed to be talking about Birds of Prey, I got a picture of Charlie's Angels up there. Why is that? And I'll tell you why. Because toxic feminism is taking control of the box office and it's doing some damage. It's doing some serious damage. And we're going to talk about it. So, as you can probably tell, things are not looking that great for Birds of Prey, and it could be in trouble at the box office. Birds of Prey is a week away from its anticipated opening, and it looks like to be at risk of tanking despite booing first reactions and reports boasting about early ticket sales numbers. Cosmic Book News says the film, starring and produced by Margot Robbie, is dead in the water as far as the box office, according to Los Angeles source of writer Matt McGloin. Jeez Louise, this is pre-sale? Vegas, oh, I'm sorry, I skipped right there. You see all these blue, these are empty seats. And this, I'm guessing this is for opening night? All the local theaters are dead in the water with pre-sale tickets. There really are no tickets being sold for Birds of Prey. There are literally showings with 0 tickets sold when they check Fandango and Adams. Wow, that is crazy to have that much available. I mean, listen, it's a week out. People, it could pick up. Cinemark, right over here. You could pretty much pick your seats. You know what? Just for fun? Let's see. All right, let's see. Birds of Prey. Let's see. This is let's see. Southgate. This is in Southern California. Let's go to Fandango. See if I can reserve some seats here. Secure checkout. I want to buy 2 tickets. Continue to seat selection. Let's see. What day is this? Seriously, what day is this? Thursday, February 6th. Oh my goodness. Are these really all available? For opening night. Wow. Okay, hold on. That's one theater. Hold on. Let's go here. Let's go to pick. Okay, this one. Fandango again. Maybe they're just. Somebody's got to be buying some tickets. Okay, this is in Norwalk, California. This is again for Thursday, February 6th. Okay, we're kind of full. Here. Okay. So in Norwalk, we got some people who bought some tickets. Okay. All right. Let's go to the Cinemark here in Downey. This is near a very popular downtown area. And Thursday, February 6th, I expect this to be completely packed. 2 tickets. And it sort of is. You know, the front of the theaters, it sucks. You know, usually those are the last to go. You have 2 tickets here, 2 tickets there. So, there you go. All right. So, we're sort of proving and not disproving at all, because man, those tickets are generally like gone. And the fact that there's still a theater out there that has, like, we had that first one that was like completely empty, and the second one also was pretty empty too. I mean, that is crazy. Oh my goodness. This is from Birds of Prey at the Santa Monica Archlight. This right here is the LA Cinemark. Wow. So what is this? Why is this happening? And I can tell you right now, it has come down to something very, very simple. Toxic feminism does not sell movie tickets. It just doesn't. And if this holds, and this movie doesn't make the money that that it should make, right? I mean, even I think Suicide Squad, which was not a good movie, I think it turned a profit. It wasn't that big of a bomb for Warner Brothers. If this movie goes down the bomb street, I mean, this could be huge. This could have a huge impact to the rest of the DC universe and just the overall push for this feminist driven agenda that is so prevalent nowadays in these movies. Let's look at something real quick. Let's talk about some other feminist movies here. We have Terminator Dark Fate. You got to remember, Tim Miller came out and he said, if you are a misogynist, you will hate Terminator Dark Fate. Well, apparently, if you are a living and breathing person, you will also hate Terminator Dark Fate, because look at this number here. Domestic, $62 million. International, $198 million. This is why the international box office is so important, because you see the difference here. And yet it was still not able, $261 million. Once marketing and everything goes into play, it was not able to make its money back. It lost a ton of money, this movie. Next up, the queen of toxic feminism, right here, Charlie's Angels, $17 million domestic, international $52 million for a gross of $70 million. Again, another one that did not actually make its money back. It was a shit show. And it was only on a budget of $48 million. It was a super slim budget, and yet it bombed catastrophically. And Elizabeth Banks went out there, talked about girl power and all this other stuff, and then the women did not show up to see this movie because most women are not toxic feminists. They're not. So they're not going to want to go see a movie about toxic feminism. So Men in Black International. This is a movie that didn't really talk about it. It just looked super uninteresting, but it was also a huge bomb. $80 million, internationally $173 million, for a total gross of $110 million budget. So if you don't know how these things work, the budget is usually how much it costs to make the films, plus you kind of have to double it to at least to put into play marketing and all that other good stuff that comes with the ancillary, parts of making a film. And so when you look at this budget and it says 110 million, you see this, you say, oh, 253. Well, that doesn't mean that it means it made money. It really didn't, because there's so much that went into actually getting that film, and the way that distribution works and everything like that. They're not making, even though this gross is 253, they're not actually making $253 million once they have to give the cuts to the theater, and they have to pay the marketing and all the other good costs that comes along with it. Now, in comparison to all these, we're going to look at a movie that is not about toxic feminism. It's about two dudes shooting guns. Bad Boys for Life just came out. And look at this. $148 million. Internationally, $142 million. It's still in theaters right now because it came out on January 17th. It's still in theaters, still running good. And look at that. Opening $62 million. Its opening weekend. $90 million budgets. $290 million worldwide. If you double up that $90 million, that's $180 million. So it's looking like it already has made a profit. And it has more time to go. It may. Terminator Dark Fate opening weekend, $29 million. Charlie's Angels opening weekend, a craptastic. Look, it's so bad they even have a highlight here because they want you to click it. Men in Black, another $30 million opening, half of Bad Boys for Life. So that's what's happening here. Nobody is subscribing to this idea that the movies that they want to see are movies where women bash men, they beat the crap out of men, they take over male traits or male roles. They don't want to see their superheroes get taken out by women just for the sake of being taken out by women. There's a right way to do something and there's a wrong way to do something. And right now, I think Hollywood has not even come close to doing these things the right way. They have not even close, because Hollywood is an all or nothing proposition for them. They either go one extreme or they go to another extreme. They don't know the gray areas. And some of the best things in life are within the gray, not black or white. It's within the gray. You look at something like The Joker. That movie had a protagonist who was somebody that we can sort of understand, not empathize, I don't think, not really sympathize, but understand. And we watch as this guy slowly, not really slowly, but yeah, slowly goes into, disintegrates because of a system that he feels fails him. And then you have something like Charlie's Angels, where these three badass women that have all these super gifted talents that seem unearned, and they get into situations where you know that they're never going to actually get hurt or be in any kind of real danger, because they're super. It's like every woman is Superman. And so you don't fear. And that's the big problem with Superman a lot of times. When you're trying to make a movie about Superman, if the bad guy doesn't have kryptonite, you're never afraid that Superman's actually going to be hurt. And that's what happens with these women. If you have people like Rey in the Star Wars, where there's no way in hell that Kylo Ren's ever going to beat her. You know that going in. Or you have, the girl from Terminator. You knew that she was never going to be in any real danger. There's no, for them saying that they want to subvert expectations so much, they did exactly what we thought they would do, which is to OP every single female character and then, pretty much depower every single male character. Captain Marvel was a movie where I knew that she was never in any sort of danger and that nobody was ever on her level. To be fair, though, in Marvel, it's always sort of like that. With a lot of the superheroes that they have, you're never really that afraid that that character is going to be hurt. Not necessarily killed, but hurt. In The Dark Knight Rises, Batman got his back broken in The Dark Knight Rises. In The Dark Knight, Batman is in this sort of chess match with the Joker 99% of the film, and he gets outwitted a couple of times. And Batman Begins, his mentor turns out to be his greatest adversary up until that point. So you see, there's a lot of progression and a lot of, you see a character that has to overcome things and grow as a person and as a hero in those films. And in films like Captain Marvel, you don't see that because they're already where they need to be. They're there already. In Star Wars, Rey was there already from the very beginning. She never changed from the beginning to the very end. And even at the last one, they try to give her some training at the very end. Even then, you never really saw her fail at anything. You saw her doing a bunch of cool ass moves, and that was her training. So these movies go so deep into trying to make the women look so good that they make them boring, and nobody wants to see it. And the proof is right here. The proof is right here in how many people are picking up tickets to go see these movies. Well, guys, if you like that, please like, share, and subscribe. Make sure to leave your comment down below. I really like your comments. Even the evil ones. I like those too. Until next time, enjoy your night. Catch you later.